you boring?
Yes, I am.
When friends describe you, do they use words like dull or drab?
Ha ha ha. Don't forget platitudinous.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, my name is Parker. Welcome back to once again to another Call of Duty mobile video today, and it should be a lot of fun. If you're a fan of zombies and you're interested to see what it's going to become in Call of Duty mobile, this video is going to be the video for you because I have some awesome stuff to go and share about that, as well as just other general information that was talked about in regards to Call of Duty mobile as well, in terms of just future updates and everything that's going to be going on with the game once it drops globally on October 1st here. So I want to give a huge shout out to two people. Firstly, Mr. Pan, as well as Murder Blast. Both of those guys' Twitter will be linked down below in the description if you guys want to go and follow them. Just huge shout out to Mr. Pan for actually going and providing this information, and then Murder Blast for actually going and translating everything because it was originally in Spanish. Now it's in English, just thanks to Murder Blast there. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this was a Q&A session that was going on with the developer of Call of Duty Mobile. He went and answered a lot of questions that we had, and it's some really exciting stuff here. So I think without further ado, we might as well just get right into it. So we might as well begin with the very first question here. So the question goes as follows: when the global version comes out, will the pass be the same as this one out now, or will it be a completely new one? And the response was, unfortunately, we do not have that information. It is possible that it changes once it is launched globally, but it is not yet clear. It will be said soon. So I can kind of understand why they would go and recycle the pass if they were to go and do that. Like, in my personal opinion, I would like a completely new pass, but it would make sense because if you think about it, like for right now, Call of Duty Mobile is only available for people in Canada, Australia, and Peru. I think that's the only 3 countries that it's currently available in. I might be missing one, but it would make sense because there was a lot of content in those preseason passes that once this game does drop globally on October 1st, all those people that didn't get the chance to go and live in those areas because, you know, they're living in other countries, they won't be able to go and get their hands on all that content that was packed in that battle pass. So I can see them going and recycling the battle pass, but then again, since maybe I already played this and I already have a bias, I would personally love to go and see a completely new battle pass that we have never seen before with new items and new, I don't know, skins and everything like that. But I would really like to know what you guys have to say in the comments section down below, but we might as well go on to the next question here. Could Captain Price be sold directly, or do you think he comes on a battle pass? Will it arrive in the first version of the game, or will it be implemented in an update? Okay, this is so exciting, man, because we finally get some clarification on this, and the response was, several characters can be obtained by leveling up at the pass or in the store with what could be anywhere. So I'm assuming he's just saying that you can go and obtain several characters. He didn't really directly say if Captain Price will be one of those characters that you can get by leveling up, but that's pretty much just what he said, that several characters can be obtained through leveling up either the pass or in the store. So whether or not you will get the chance to go and obtain Captain Price by actually going and spending some COD points, or you can go and grind it towards getting a Captain Price skin by just leveling up, we don't really know for sure. He didn't really answer that question directly, which I was really hoping for, but we might as well go on to the next one, which is a huge topic in terms of not just Call of Duty Mobile, but mobile games in general. The question is Call of Duty Mobile pay to win? And his response was simple: no. So I actually made a video talking about this, and I really wanted to make that video as concise as I possibly could make it, and I was, from my perspective, really informative on all the points that I talked about, whether or not Call of Duty Mobile being pay to win. And just for you guys, so you don't have to go and watch the video if you have not already watched it, I pretty much said that for right now, it's not, but it's very borderline in terms of paying to win. I'm not really going to go in depth that much in this video talking about that video. If you guys want to go and watch that video for yourself, it's literally called, Is Call of Duty Mobile Pay to Win? But with that said, we might as well go on to the next question here. And they said, will the option of modifying the games arrive as in Black Ops 2? Their response was, if you mean modifying points, duration, etc., yes, it is in private games. If not, explain more clearly what it is. And that's pretty much just the end of that whole question thread. But yes, there are private games in this game, and not only for multiplayer, because I just recently found out about this yesterday. You can also do a private battle royale game in Call of Duty Mobile as well. Like, for you guys that didn't watch my stream yesterday on a Call of Duty Mobile TV, and like, by the way, if you guys want to go and watch me do daily Call of Duty Mobile live streams, be sure to go and subscribe to Call of Duty Mobile TV. There's going to be a link down below in the description, as well as in the pinned comment, because it's a lot of fun. I play with you guys there. Be sure to go and subscribe, notifications on with that channel. But you can actually go and do a private match. I literally had close to 40 people in a private battle royale game, and it was the nuttiest experience of all time. It was so much fun. So yeah, it's just, this is information that I already knew about. Maybe this might be new information for you guys, but we might as well continue on. The next question is, how much will the pass be? Before, it was worth $10, and now it costs more? And his response was, the pass is worth $10. So that's good to know that they're not planning on making the pass like more money than it should be. I feel like $10 is a reasonable amount if we're being completely honest. Like, the way that I'm thinking about it, if a season typically lasts for about 2 months, and I don't know, you play the game for over a year, you're essentially paying the same price that it would be for a normal Call of Duty game on like the console, for example. So it's $60 if you want to go and do it that way. In my personal opinion, I feel like it's a great price, but I would really love to know in the comment section down below kind of what you guys think about the current price of the pass. But we might as well go on to the next question here, and this one is also interesting. So what will happen to our beta progress? It will stay, or when it leaves global, we will start from zero. So this has been a question I've been receiving so much in the comment section down below of my videos, and the response was, it stays as long as you have the account linked to Facebook. So if you've been playing a Call of Duty Mobile on guest this whole time, I'd have to imagine that you will not be able to retain your settings. You have to have had your account linked to your Facebook. Now, that's at least from what this developer is saying. I don't know if that's 100% true in terms of if you're a guest that you will lose all your information, but as long as you go and have your account linked to Facebook, you should be all set to go. Now, this next one is going to be extremely controversial. So, will there be an emulator for PC for Call of Duty Mobile? Yes, that of Tencent Games. So there's this emulator called Tencent Gaming Buddy, which is actually made by Tencent Games. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that you're put into other lobbies with other people who are also using the same emulator. So it's not like you have people who are using an emulator going up against mobile players. It's just everyone is on the same playing field. So if you're a really big fan of Call of Duty in terms of the PC format, you might be a huge fan of this emulator then. You're also going to be going up against other people who are going to be using the emulator. So it should be complete 100% fair gameplay here. Going on to the next one, will Mendez be in the game? Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Mendez is supposed to be a Black Ops character who's a part of the campaign, and his response was, unfortunately, we do not have that information. Going on to the next one, and this one is pretty exciting here too. Hello, if the zombie mode arrives with a global version, or will we get it later? Thanks. And the response was, at the beginning next to the global launch, but it will be seen what will happen. So that was a little bit sloppy English there, but they're saying at the beginning next to the global launch. So they're not saying exactly when the global launch drops will we have the zombie mode, but he's saying somewhere around that time in the beginning of launching this game. So it sounds somewhat promising here. Maybe we can go and expect for zombies to finally be launching alongside the global release of this game. I personally would love that because, don't get me wrong, I've been enjoying Call of Duty Mobile so far, and I feel like there's just so much more that I have left to go and do. But if they did have the zombies mode activated by the time the global launch drops, it would be so much fun because it would actually be like a new experience that I haven't yet discovered in Call of Duty Mobile. Going on to the next question, two simple questions of how much is the size of the game, I mean how many space do you need on the device, and will it come from a single or from two Android and iOS platforms? And his response was, the game currently weighs 3 gigabytes. It will weigh more with what you already get an idea. And the second question, at first it will suddenly, and then we will see. So I don't really understand the second part of that question, but from the first one, the game is going to be 3 gigabytes. So I know that's a lot of storage for a lot of people, and he already said it will weigh more, and I would imagine the more content that they put into this game, the more of a file it's going to be, so that makes sense. But then going on to the question that so many people have been asking for, the zombie mode, will it be offline, and is there rounds? So his response was no. It will not be offline. You need a connection to enter the game. And yes, there will be rounds. Ladies and gentlemen, we have round-based zombies coming in. So not only can we go and expect the missions, these 20 chapter missions that we have for Call of Duty Mobile Zombies, we can also expect round-based zombies coming in. Let's go, dude. That's so exciting that they're going to be adding this in. If I'm not mistaken, just based off some of the leaks, 2 of the maps that we should be having is both Farm as well as Shinonuma for 2 maps. So that's going to be some really exciting stuff. And I would love to know what you guys have to say about this in the comment section down below. Are you hyped? Because I'm really excited. We'll go on to the next question here. Are the gun camos going to be going away once this game drops globally? His response was no. The next one is, will the zombie mode in Call of Duty Mobile be like Black Ops? And his response was, in the beginning, it will be an exclusive and new one for the mobile version. So that response was a little bit vague, because he said, yes, in the beginning it will be, but then there's going to be a new one for the mobile version. So I don't really know what he's really directly saying with that. I don't know if he's saying that there's going to be a separate app that you can go and play zombies on for Call of Duty, or if there's going to be another zombie-like mode very similar to like Extinction from Call of Duty Ghosts being added into this app alongside like the typical zombie mode that we know and love. I don't really know for sure, but he's just, ever since he said new one for the mobile version, it's really sounding like they might have its own separate zombies app alongside just normal regular Call of Duty Mobile. And then we'll go on to the final question here, and I have to apologize because I really don't understand this last question. It was very broken English kind of translated here, but I would have to imagine, just based off his response to this question, he said that they initially planned for the zombie mode to be coming out once the global release drops. So alongside the global release, they were intending to have the zombie mode be there as well, available for all players, but just based off that response, that's what it sounded like they wanted to go and do with the zombie mode. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the video today. Thank you all so very much for tuning in and watching. If you guys are excited for round-based zombies, be sure to go and give this video a like. If you guys are new around here, be sure to go and subscribe for future Call of Duty Mobile videos. Turn on them notifications so you are never out of the loop on anything new that happens in regards to Call of Duty Mobile. If you guys are interested in catching daily live streams, be sure to go and subscribe to my second channel, Call of Duty Mobile TV. And also feel free to go and check out any of the other videos that you guys are seeing on screen right now. My name is Parker. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful and fabulous day, because I certainly am. And I guess I'll talk to you guys in the next video.